Hi, folks. Have you ever wondered what it takes to be successful in relationships? Well, today we are going to talk about wisdom for relationship success. I would like to share some wisdom I've gained through my own personal experiences in relationships. The the six pieces of wisdom will be represented by the spelling of the word wisdom. So let's dive right in. W for work in progress. We are all work in progress. No one is perfect and no one arrives. The growing pains and learning never ends. Every relationship is a teacher of progress, progress towards self love, personal and spiritual growth. The person we are and who we marry will probably not be the same person in 10, 20, or 30 years later. We need to keep an open mind and realize that change is inevitable and we will be constantly changing as time goes on. Remember to have realistic expectations and accept the fact that everyone is a work in progress. The key is to embrace change, be supportive, and flexible with our partner. In successful relationships, the two partners can navigate through myriads of changes and grow together to build a love that lasts a lifetime. Okay? So, um, it's just important to keep in mind, folks, that it's not realistic for us to expect ourselves or even our partners to be the same person that they are or we are when we first met. Life is constantly changing. We and our partners are constantly changing, and as a result, our relationships are going to change as well. And so, as I said, the key is to embrace change and be supportive and flexible with a partner. Um, okay. The next one is I for I love you versus I like you. I love you is romantic love, while I like you is real love. Real love is when you really like who your partner is as a person, his or her true character, including flaws and imperfections. It's accepting your partner just as he or she is. The common mistake some people make is they think being in love or chemistry is real love. And then they erroneously expect a romance feeling will last forever. Then, when the romance fades into real love, those people automatically think there's something wrong with their relationship because the feeling of being in love has changed. The infatuation is gone and the true colors of each partner are revealed. For those of us who weren't patient enough to go through the four dating stages of relationship, you will go through the rest of the stages in your marriage or long term committed relationship. And so now you have already committed and are not even sure if you're compatible with your partner or how both of you resolve conflicts. And the next stage after the romance stage is the reality stage, where both partners see each other's true character flaws and imperfections. And it's getting through this stage and the conflict resolution stage that we determine if you like your partner. Okay, so let me just stop right here. Um, I've just realized in relationships that, especially being married a few times, I can tell you that I love you is different than I like you. And as I get older, I realize the significance of the phrase "I like you." Now, I don't want to take away the lovely meaning of "I love you," but I do want to emphasize the "I like you" phrase. It means a lot, okay? Because the foundation of a relationship is friendship. And so to be able to, in my opinion, to be able to have a happy, successful relationship for the long term, you really need to have a strong foundation of friendship. And usually when there is a strong foundation excuse me, usually when there is a strong foundation of friendship, you actually like the person and they like you. They actually like you for who you are, for all the good, bad, and ugly. Okay. And that's different from I love you because normally when people fall in love in the beginning stages, in the romance stage, they love you because it's more of an infatuation kind of love. It's a feeling of being in love, right? It's they you both haven't gotten to know each other yet. So in the beginning stage, it's more or less just the chemistry and the infatuation that's driving that internal feeling that you love somebody. Okay. And then, as you get to know each other more and you get past the romance stage, which is past 3 to 6 months, then you move into the real love. And that's when you get to know someone for who they really are. Okay. And then it's at this stage that you determine whether there's enough compatibility so that you guys actually like each other and can accept each other for who each other are. Okay. And once you can do that, then it's what we all know is unconditional love. And unconditional love is when you do accept somebody for who they are. So it's important to realize that it's liking your partner will determine if a relationship will be a success. It's not being on cloud nine wearing the rose colored glasses that would get you to real love, but it's getting to know your partner well and then being able to work through the issues as a team that will build a strong friendship and partnership to last a lifetime. Um, so as I said, it's not being on cloud nine wearing your rose colored glasses. Okay. Um, that will get you to real love. Okay. It's getting to know your partner well and being able to work through the issues as a team that will build a strong friendship and partnership to last a lifetime. And it's the mutual effort, feelings, and commitment to accept each other with unconditional love that will result in a healthy, successful relationship based on real love of genuinely liking each other for the true essence of who each person is. Okay. Um, so this is very important. And there's a lot to be said about genuinely liking each other for the true essence of who each person is. We all, folks, we all want to be loved for who we are, don't we? We all know we're not perfect. And so, as such, that's even more reason why it's very special when we do finally meet someone that actually likes us and accepts us for who we are. We don't have to we don't have to pretend. We don't have to pretend to be someone that we're not, right? We don't have to work as hard to be someone that we're not. So, it's very important to actually get to the point that you like each other. Okay. The next one is the letter S for self-love. Learning to love yourself is critical to loving others and to achieving personal happiness from within. When it comes to finding the right person in relationships, self-love must be your highest priority. If you haven't seen my previous video, What is Self-Love? Then I recommend you check that video out. So what is self-love? Self-love means loving ourselves. It's not relying on others looking to others to make us happy. If you haven't yet, please check out my most recent book, Fairy Tales Are for Frogs: The Reality of Happily Ever After. And this is the book that I'm referring to. Okay? It's a short read and talks about self-love and finding happiness from within. You can get my book in the links section of my YouTube channel profile page, or just go to amazon.com to purchase the book. But just for today's discussion, let me read a paragraph from my book pertaining to self-love. On page 14, it reads, "In the context of happiness in relationships, it means finding happiness within ourselves by doing the things that bring us joy. Unapologetically owning our own truths, genuinely acknowledging our mistakes, defending ourselves by speaking our truths without fear, having the personal integrity and objectivity to do what's right, setting healthy boundaries with others by saying no when needed, compromising without sacrificing our own identity, not tolerating toxicity or maltreatment, giving and receiving love reciprocally, sincerely apologizing when we have wronged others, being optimistic and positive, trusting and believing in our own opinions and convictions, making decisions that's in the best interest, serving our higher good as well as the higher good of others." Okay, so this is, I feel this is sums up what self-love is. So I encourage you to go ahead and get my book, so you can go to page 14 if you need a refresher on what self-love is. Okay. So for those of you who just went through a breakup and are single or divorced again, please do yourself a favor and seek counseling to work through your grief and process your emotions. Counseling is sometimes needed to heal the possible unresolved traumas or wounds from childhood or from past adult relationships. It's critical to heal so that you don't repeat past mistakes by learning self-love and then finding your happiness from within. Self-love is key to a successful relationship. Okay, next letter. D for discernment. According to Britannica Dictionary, discernment is the ability to see and understand people, things, or situations clearly and intelligently. So discernment is not something that people automatically have when they're born. Through your experiences with every relationship you've been in, they have provided valuable learning lessons. And it's those lessons learned that have added to your discernment and hopefully made you wiser to avoid future mistakes in relationships. Even the most painful lessons can be your greatest teachers. Don't be too hard on yourself because many people learn the hard way, and that's okay. It's better late than never to finally develop the discernment and learn the wisdom to choose wisely for your future partners. Therefore, discernment leads to greater chances of a successful relationship. Okay? So, I know it's sometimes it's easy to get discouraged and it's frustrating because it seems like we're always learning. Folks, we're going to be learning until the day we die. So you must get used to it, okay? And discernment is a good thing, okay? If we never got into relationships, we would never learn these lessons that are so important for our own growth. And especially this thing called having the discernment in relationships. Okay, this is really one powerful way of minimizing and reducing the mistakes that you make in future relationships is when you learn the lessons and you develop the discernment so that you don't make the same mistakes again in the future. Okay? The next letter is O for open communication. Having open, transparent, and honest communication will help to build trust and emotional intimacy in a relationship. You heard me saying my previous relationships. You've heard me saying in my previous videos, excuse me, trust is the foundation of a friendship, and friendship is the foundation of a relationship. When trust is violated and there is a betrayal, it's very difficult to restore trust. And again, as mentioned earlier, if you know you have serious trust issues and haven't gotten over your previous relationships, you need to seek counseling to heal your trust issues. If you don't take the time to heal, you will not be ready to build a healthy, successful relationship and will most likely keep repeating the destructive patterns in your relationships. Also, part of being open, transparent, and honest is having those hard conversations, expressing your feelings, and speaking your truth. The best relationships are when both partners can communicate effectively and resolve conflict in a healthy manner by being open, transparent, and honest. Okay? Next one, letter M for mutual effort and feelings. For all relationships to be happy and successful, there needs to be mutual effort and feelings between both partners. A one sided relationship will never work. People often ask me, how can I make my partner like or love me? What should I do if my partner ignores me? What should I do if my partner is not talking to me? How long should I wait for my partner who is taking a break from our relationship? Folks, these are all questions that show that effort and feelings are not mutual between both of you. Remember, relationships are a two-way street where both partners are contributing and nurturing each other in the relationship. It's a give and take where both are investing in the relationship. Mutual effort and feelings are what keep a relationship in equal harmony and in balance. Having a balance is key to everything in life. It has often been said that it takes two to make or break a relationship. No matter how difficult or painful it may be to accept the reality of relationships sometimes, it's better to face the truth sooner than later. If you realize your relationship is not mutual, it's in yours and your partner's best interest to end the relationship and free the two of you to move forward with your lives. Folks, you've heard me say that there are 8.2 billion people in this world. There are plenty of fish in the sea. Keep fishing. In summary, when it comes to relationships, it's important to keep in mind that W, we are and will always be a work in progress. So we need to be supportive of our partner's personal and spiritual growth. I, feeling we like our partners for who they really are is real love. S, self love is critical to our personal happiness and loving others in a healthy way. D, having discernment from the valuable lessons learned in every relationship helps us to become wiser in choosing future partners for successful relationships. O, being open, transparent, and honest in communication is key to building trust and emotional intimacy in relationships. M, mutual effort and feelings are needed for a healthy, happy, and successful relationship. Okay, folks? So I hope this has been helpful. It's kind of a short video, but I just felt it was worth sharing with you some of the wisdom that I've learned through the years. and passing along to all of you. So if you resonate with this, if you like my video, please click like and click share. And please feel free to share it with whoever. If you have comments or questions that you have, please put it in my comments section. Or if you have any other wisdom that you've learned along the way, please share with all of us. We all can learn from each other. Okay. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified of all my future videos. So folks, thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon. Okay, bye.